In this video, we will learn about how to create the orthographic drawings from this given 3D model. If you want to know how this 3D model is created, just go to the link given. By clicking on the link, you can see how the 3D model is created by using Onshape. Now let's try to create the orthographic drawings from this 3D model. To create the orthographic drawings, click on the plus icon at the lower left corner. Select create drawing option. So in this one, you may see all the templates. So here I have my own template. So let me go on to the template what I'm having. So select MEC205 template and click OK. Suppose if you want to use the ISO templates, then you can go to ISO on the Onshape. So you can select ISO A4 so that you can able to be directly get the printout on the A4 sheet. So now I'm using my own template. So I'm selecting my template and give OK. Now click on the part you have created. Since the view orientation default is front, so automatically front view will be created. So here in my template, the default projection method is a first angle projection method. If you want to go for third angle projection method, that is also possible. So after creating the first view, let me show you how to change it. So click on the portion so that the front view will be created. Press escape to come out of that. Now, if you want to change the projection method to third angle projection method, click on the spanner icon. So it will allow you to change your drawing properties. So click on the drawing properties and click on the fourth tab views. In this one, the projection angle or the projection method is defaultly first angle. You can change it into third angle. Now, whatever you created, that will show you only the third angle projection method. So now I'm going to project the side view. Since my left side view should be on the left side for the third angle projection method. So let me go into the projected view option. Select the front view and move your mouse to the left side. It will automatically show you the side view. So now it is showing the left side view in the third angle projection method. Now, if you want to see this particular portion, it can be only visible on the auxiliary view. So to create the auxiliary view, go to auxiliary view here. And then here we are going to look normal to it. So select the top surface of the cylinder you have created and just move your orientation in the above. It will show you the auxiliary view in third angle projection method. Now to get the isometric view, you can again go into the projected view, select the frontal view. And if you move your mouse diagonal, it will show you the corresponding isometric views. So if you move, you can see I'm moving along the diagonals. It is show you whatever the isometric view which can be created on that particular diagonal projection. So once you got the required uh, isometric view, just click there. Once you have finalized the view by clicking on it, you can move the isometric view to any place. So first come out of the command, then move your mouse by click and dragging it. Now we got all the views. Now let's try to provide the dimensions for the objects or each and every feature. So click on the dimension and select this line. So this line is given as 78 and the gap between these two is 8. This gap is 16 and this gap is 34. Similarly, this distance is 24 and this height is given as 6. This gap is given as 5. This length is given as 36. From this endpoint to this endpoint, it is given as 45.5. From this endpoint to this endpoint, it is 58. So let's try to adjust the dimensions over here. And they had given this gap, this should be 15. So dimension of this line, it is 15. And they had given this angle with the horizontal is 65. And the center to this line, it is 7.5. Center to center distance is 14. From here, sorry, from the center to this one, it is 7.5. It's because it's on the center. So from the center to here, it is 7. Since both the circles are of diameter 6, so you can give it as a note. So let me select the note. And for this one, I want to make a note. So click on the circle and move. So you can give here 2x of the diameter symbol 6. So 2x diameter 6, then click on the green tick mark to confirm it. Let's press escape. So here, this one is given as a note, that's why it is not coming in the same color. So here 2x represents two circles which is of diameter 6. Okay, so you no need to provide the individual circles as diameter 6 and diameter 6. So if multiple dimensions are of same, you can represent it how many instances it has. So now we have created the diagram. So here some more dimensions are missing. Let me give that. So this dimension from here, it's 18. and then from here to here, it is 28. So I think all dimensions are given now. Now you can change the title over here. Since it is based on the part name, what you are having it over here. So if you change here the part name, automatically it will be reflecting on the diagram over here. So let's try to do that. So let me change here the part name, right click over here and rename it. So let me give the title of the exercise as part modeling -1. Now the same thing will be reflected on the drawing. So let's try to refresh that. So you can see over here, the title is changed as the part modeling -1. So you no need to represent the title separately. So if you change the part name, automatically it will be reflected over here. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.